Oh yes, it is time for me to do another video. It's about the 2x72 because we finally got it running. But, as you can tell, I'm wearing shorts for the first time this year. We live in Illinois. It's a problem. Because I found myself 2 nights ago on the weekend sleeping in a tent and it was below 30. Now it's in the higher 80s. 2 days later. I can't do this anymore. But also on the weekend I managed to pick myself up a new pair of kicks too. Composite toe. Got 2 pairs of composite toe boots now. Why not? They're cheap. So. And also I want to know if I look important in my link. If I look important in my Lincoln Electric shirt, I think I should start wearing high vis. So when I see people in high vis, I'm like, dang, he's important. I was like, hey, like I trust that guy right there. If he's wearing high vis and boots and he's got like the beer belly, I trust that guy. I trust that guy. High vis makes you look important, man. Like, if I'm going to assassinate somebody, it's going to be somebody in high vis. Like, they got a job. They earned to get that high vis shirt. So, from now on, you'll see me in high vis shirts. Either orange or bright yellow. Just to let you know. But, why we're here is because, is it even facing up the 2x72? I did a camera check for this reason. My gardening area is a mess here because I don't know what the fiddly floof is going on. But this is a 2-inch by 72 inch, a 2-inch by 72 inch. Yeah, garage door, shut it. It's a 2-inch by 72 inch belt grinder. And if you hear the garage door, I can't stop it. I'm sorry. But, well, what cool? You have a new piece of machinery. What's cool about it? Oh, let me show you here. So, as you can tell, it's homemade with just tubing. The only thing we had to buy was the wheels. Wheels and maybe one other thing. Oh, the adjustment knob. You can't see that. Oh, maybe you could. The adjustment knob and the light switch. See, it lights up. It's cool. And the tracking's a little weird on the thing, I gotta say. But, you know, we're getting used to it. So now I can finally operate, since I have a 2x72, with a 36 grit belt. When I mean this turd removes material, it removes anything it wants to. Like, it's scary. I caught my finger on it once, like, corner of the belt here. I don't know what finger it was. But, like, it's got power to it. And we're running on, dang it. And if I haven't told you, we are running on 3 horses, 3.25, 3 1/4. That's wow. And horsepower, RPM. It's actually a treadmill motor. That's why we didn't pay for it, because we already had it. Technicians came in, because my had a treadmill, and she said it wasn't working right. And so technicians came in, they brought another motor, because Ma said it might be the motor. And they're like, it's not the motor. They just forgot to lube the belt up on the treadmill. And so they left us with an extra 3 horsepower motor. Yeah. The guy said you can scrap it or whatnot. I'm like, scrap it? We can make a 2x72 out of that turd. Ma thought I was talking gibberish. But little did she know. I got this finger removing beast. But it's 4,600 rotations per minute, or RPM, 90 volts. I don't know what that's supposed to mean. It's a class F. I don't know, I'm trying to sound smart. Yeah, the rest of it don't matter. But it is amazing. It just, whatever you put in front of it, it just wants to take away. And your fingers with it if you're lucky enough. But, well, it's a simple door hinge right here for the tracking. Just a regular old long screw bolt thingy. It's not a bolt. It's definitely not a bolt. Well, yeah, it is a bolt. I don't know. Got a little wrench here so I can tighten her a bit. Yeah. And it's the tension on the back here. You couldn't tell already. Wow, that wind is crazy. Okay. Might need to talk louder. But the tension right here is on this. I'm pretty sure it's a screen door. For your screen door spring, for your door and whatnot. Yeah. And dying, don't worry about it. Give it about 80 more years and then I'll succumb. But it's a garage door spring, works good. Not garage door, here, screen door. And all this is just tubing and whatnot, and it works amazing. And now, okay. Door, you need to quit it. I should have chose a better day. Already 7-odd-some minutes in. But you didn't come here to see me talk about it, so I already have a pair of sunglasses. None of you saw that. We're gonna fire this beast up. And there's the 2 speeds I'll use, or 3 speeds. So let's flip the nice little switch on there. So this is low. Now this right here is what I'll use for my, say, 400 grit buffing, you know, putting a final edge on type of thing. And now here's what I use for my grinding. That's the speed I like to use for the grinding. It doesn't seem like too powerful, and it's like just enough, or more than enough. But here's the full 3 horses right here. Yeah, that's the you might notice the plate right here. That's not what's on there, but what Dad's got to do here is, because I'm not doing this because I don't want to mess it up, you see. So if you look right in here, you can see that there is that bolt right in there connecting this plate to that tube. And that's the center of the belt on the wheel back there and the tracking up here. So all Dad needs to do there is just put spacers there so it kind of evens it out a bit. Then we should be looking pretty good. But overall, it's a beast. Like, I've talked about that the steel I've made the Fleet and Farm Cleaver out of, which that whole entire series just seems to be spiraling down as we speak. 2 days, I haven't got a single view on it. That's the same I made the Fleet and Farm Cleaver out of, a Razorback, and a Limb Lopper. It's all of the same material. Holy crap, is that material. I recently found out it is S6 steel. Or, like I said, it's out of this old circular saw blade that's huge. And it's made out of this really hardenable, good steel. It hasn't warped me, hasn't cracked yet. It's hard steel. And recently I've what's that? I don't know. But I had the blade sitting out, right, on my anvil, and then we had like a little kid over. And it enrages me telling this story. So the kid thought it'd be a great idea to take my brand new, fully sharpened Fleet and Farm Cleaver. Beautiful little turd, fully sharpened. It was sitting on my anvil, right? Ugh. And he decides, hey, it'd be a great idea if I pick this up and tink it on the anvil a couple of times. There goes that edge. Yep, just... Oh, and trust me, I made that kid cry. He paid for it. It's like, if it was really my way, I probably would have taught him how to regrind a bevel and then made him do it. But I'm looking at it afterwards, like, it doesn't grip on my fingernail anymore like a really sharp blade does. And it doesn't grip. There's still some sharp spots. It's still cut kind of nicely. There's 2 little divots. Like, it was tink, tink. They were decent hits on its fully 400 grit leather strap edge. And I'm looking at it and I'm like, I just don't want to look at it. I don't even want to touch this blade anymore. Like, then I'm looking at the anvil. And if you look on the edge of my anvil, you can, my hardened steel, not hardened, cast steel, maybe hardened, I don't know. It's a steel anvil. If you look on the edge of it, you can see 2 divot marks. Like little frayed up divot marks from where sharp little divots that where the blade hit. And there was not, like, the dents it put in the edge, they weren't that big either. And so I'm looking at this and I'm like, I am impressed but disappointed. Like, cool that the kid do this, but like, my blade really performed that well. Like, it blew me. Like, there's still marks in my anvil from it. And the blade wasn't in that bad of a condition. So I wish I had more of it, but also I wish it was easier to like drill through. Drilling through it is the only problem. Because about every single one I've dulled or broke a drill bit. Even when it's unhardened, it is a pain in the butt. But back to the 2x72. So it grinds bevels really nicely. It just, there's no bevel, then there's a bevel. Like, boom, it's magic. That's what I started doing right there. This is only mild. Found out it was mild. That does look pretty cool though. Why does that look so cool? Okay, I know what I'm doing after this video. But it just, like, there's no problems with it. It isn't spray painted matte black, but we can work that out. Dad put all the precautions in it, even a little breaker here, if somehow it does that. And then I still need to put an air filter on it a bit here. But otherwise, I've got to, like, because on my quarter, yeah, I'm pretty sure it's a quarter. My quarter thing here, I got my finishing belt on it right now. I don't need 2 pairs of sunglasses. But on this thing with the 40 grit, it'd take me forever to just even get the rough shape of the handle, of the hardwood handle. But now with this thing, I've got to go to like what? I've got to start at like 120 grit so I don't eat up too much of the handle. Yeah. That's like scary. Like that's impressive right there. That's just and also I pulled the fire extinguisher out. If you didn't see that, I pulled it out just for this occasion. But otherwise, it's an amazing machine. And my flags, don't get offended by my flags. I could care less if you do. Okay, I gotta position it just right. There. But I just gotta say big thanks to Dad for doing this, making this happen. Because I probably couldn't do this myself. I make blades here, not awesome machinery. But I just want to say thanks for watching. If you're interested in more of this, stick around, I guess. Stick around, take your coat off, stay a while, you know, that type of thing. But on another note, thanks a lot for sticking around, and I'll see you again. Does that sound like a good deal? I'll see you again. Good deal. I hope I just don't die out of thin air, which I wouldn't be surprised if it happens, but thanks, and I'll see you again.